SHMACKEMAGOB, people. It's time for another Currently Cranking. The last time I was on camera, I was in severe pain and on Percocets. Well, I'm glad to say that the pain is gone. I'm 100% better. Dr. Rivera, my doctor, is the best. And I'm cured, so I don't have to take pills anymore. I said I was going to throw the pills away, but you know, he said it can flare up anytime I have this weird thing. It's called getting old. But, oh, I got to bring this up. Look, I know it's been a while. It's been a long time since I've talked about pickle whistlers leaving comments. But I got to tell you, man, this has to be the dumbest comment I have ever received on here. And believe me, that's pretty dumb because I've gotten dumb comments. Here's the comment, and I'm just paraphrasing because I don't have the comment in front of me, but you can read it right there. The guy basically said that Percocets only cure pain, it doesn't get you high, and that I was acting. And his name was, right there you can see it, his name was Uncle Elmer. And the only reply I can give Uncle Elmer is, Happy Holidays, Uncle Clueless. Alright, let's get into this. Now, the first things I'm going to show you are Record Day exclusives. Now, Record Day happened last Friday at the height of the pain on my leg. So I was very depressed I couldn't go out. So I have a great friend that lives down here. His name is Charlie Hill. Shout out to Charlie. Who texted me, saw my problem, said, dude, is there anything you're looking for? I told him what I was looking for and he found them all. And then he hand delivered it to my house. This is the first one. It's it's a picture disc from Venom. Mantiols. I don't know. It's a cool song. It's a picture disc. I'm going to hang this up on my picture disc wall, but I had to hear it first, and I had to make this video. The Currently Cranking before I hang it on my wall. See, there's some picture discs on my wall, albums I don't have on, you know, regular. So I'm going to put that up there and take one, probably the Warbringer or Slayer's Live Undead. I only have them on picture disc. I'll be taking them off the wall as I add this one. And he got me this. It's a Dio Live, Rainbow in the Dark Live with Killing the Dragon on the other side. And I think, you know, this is, all the Dio albums are going to be released. They already released one box set up to Lock Up the Wolves, so now they're going to be releasing, you know, everything that came after it. Angry Machines. No, it had Strange Highways was on the first box. Angry Machines all the way to Master of the Moon. Here's one I really wanted, and only 1,500 were made, and my boy Charlie found it for me. The Fight album, War of Words. God, I was so happy he found this, and it's on a cool splatter type vinyl. I'll show you here. Nice, right? Tell you, man, I cranked all these while I was high on Percocets. Yeah, you can get a high on Percocets, Uncle Elmer. You can't get high sniffing Elmer's glue, right? But it is appropriate his last name is named after glue, because he's sniffing something. He got me this too. Give Me the Truth. This, I believe 2,500 were made, right? Something like that. And the B-side is, what is it again? I Wish It Was Christmas All the Time or something like that. Every Day. With Roy Wood coming out singing. And the A-side is Give Me the Truth, the John Lennon song, which is going to be on the next album, I believe. I remember when they were on Jonesy's Jukebox, they asked him to play on it. I'm not sure if he did or not. We'll find out. And this one. I wanted this one bad, but I didn't think he was going to find this. Because every time I go to Record Store Day looking for Cheap Trick stuff, the record door, it's always a bitch for me to find. I never find it. But he found it. And I do have this on vinyl on another, which is missing a couple songs. This one is a full show, and it sounds nowhere near as good as this sounds. This one's called Are You Ready? It's a New Year's Eve show, double album, with a cool little collage and notes. And love it. I cranked this. I was so happy because I've always had this on cassette from a little kid. I recorded it. It was a live broadcast on the radio. I think it was this show. I'm almost positive. And you know, I've lost that. I lost that cassette years ago. It was on Sertron. Anybody remember Sertron tapes? They sold like a 4-pack for like $2, and they were shitty tapes. All right, that's it. That what Charlie got me, I believe. Yes. Now these record store exclusives was sent to me by a really cool person at E1. I think I already talked about this on a past video, so I'll go by it quick. I said I was going to say what it sounded like. This is a Black Label Society, Nuns and Roaches. I put it on and I enjoyed it. This one blew my fucking mind. Even though it's not a Record Day exclusive, it's still an E1 product that he sent me. I love Toxic Holocaust, and honestly, I've listened to this only once, and the first time I heard it, I go, man, this may be their best album yet. Do have to listen to it more to make sure if it is the best album. But this one's called Primal Future 2019. If you love thrash, this shit you gotta listen to. It's amazing. Ace Frehley live. This is pretty much the VHS tape. Songs that are on the VHS tape on here. And I'm so happy that this guy sent me it. I'm an Ace completist, so thank you for getting me that. And this is awesome. This is the Electric Age on vinyl. And it says here, first time on vinyl. I read some guy online saying, that's bullshit. I own it on vinyl. I've had it on vinyl forever. But the difference is, this one has bonus live tracks. The other one didn't. So it's the bonus version is first time on vinyl. And I love Electric Rattlesnake. This is a great, I love Overkill. So this is one of the cool, better I wouldn't say, yeah, it's one of the better ones of the later era. Love it. All right, that's it. That's it as far as record works. But that's not all I listen to. You gotta remember, this week I was fucked up, and I would have to limp to the turntable and put a vinyl on. So I put this one on, which I consider the perfect classic rock album. I mean, perfection. First song to last song. I never get sick of these songs, even though they're constantly on the radio. I never get sick of it. My favorite song on here, probably Peace of Mind. I love Hitch a Ride though. But every song. Brad Delp, what a voice. What a sound on this album. Amazing. The first Boston album. I cranked that this week. I cranked this week as well. Paul Di'Anno's Battle Zone. This is their second album called Children of Madness. I like the first one, Fighting Back is cool. This one I liked even more. Great, great album. Did I have Paul sign this? Yes, I did. I don't know if you can make that out. I made Paul sign a bunch of my Maiden albums and Paul Di'Anno albums. As I said, there ain't a week that goes by that I don't play some Sabbath. This is so good. Mob rules. Every song on here fucking rules. My favorite song on here is Falling Off the Edge of the World. But I love every damn song on here. Sign of the Southern Cross. Country Girl. Oh, I can go on and on. Voodoo. All right. I know a lot of people don't like this band because they find them jokey and parody. I love Steel Panther. They're hilarious. Not too crazy about the last couple releases, but this is my favorite one, the first one, Feel the Steel. My favorite song from Steel Panther's on here, Asian Hooker. Amazing live band, but I gotta say, they're a club band. I saw them open for Judas Priest in a, kind of like a mid-size arena, and it didn't translate as well. You gotta see this band in a club. And those that hate them, get a sense of humor. They're so talented. Then we got, from Steel Panther, a jokey band that doesn't get a lot of respect, to something else that's jokey that does get a lot of respect. Frank Zappa. This is Joe's Garage, volume 2 and 3. I love to chill to some Frank Zappa. He's out there, I know, and it is an acquired taste. I'm not the hugest Frank Zappa fan. I own about 5 or 6 of his albums and freak out on CD. And I dig it. I don't constantly play it, but when I do, I thoroughly enjoy it. And it was very nice listening to this on Percocets. This one's extremely underrated. This is Peter Frampton, Breaking the Rules. It's like a heavy album, man. The title track, which the last time I saw Peter Frampton, he actually played this song. John Regan, that's in Frehley's Comet, plays on this album. But I dig what I say. I don't want to let you up. Breaking all the rules. You kill me. Great stuff. I play this one a couple times a year. I love this album. This one's kind of mellow, but to me it's perfect. And I'm not the biggest Neil Young fan, but I love this album. Harvest is amazing. It's just an amazing album. from beginning to end. I like the chill to this. Old Man, love that song. Harvest, Heart of Gold, everybody knows that. But my favorite song on here is The Needle and the Damage Done. That song is just amazing. All right, I wasn't gonna stick, wasn't gonna stick to too much mellow all week. Night Demon. This is a newer band. Well, maybe around 10 years now. One of my favorite newer bands. They're just amazing. This is their first release. I love this one. The Chalice is awesome, and they do a killer cover of Radar Love from first live gig, and it's on here. And also Ritual, first live gig. Ritual's on here as well as studio version. Ancient Eva, Acts Crazy is awesome. Who did that one again? I know that's a cover, but I love it. I love Night Demon. More metal. The First Nasty Savage. Local boys, kinda. They're like 4 hours north of me from Tampa. Love me some Nasty Savage. The first there was this place. It was the mecca of concerts down here, called the Cameo Theater, and the very first show they had there was Night Demon. Listen to me. Nasty Savage. And Nasty Ronnie's awesome. He breaks a TV over his head, and he got up. I mean, he's a big boy, and he wears a lot of spikes and stuff. And he got up on this high PA, about 20 feet up, and he jumped into the crowd. And luckily, I wasn't standing on that side. I would have got pierced by all those spikes. But I love me Nasty Savage. Amazing band. I love them. More metal. Hell yeah. The last Judas Priest album, Firepower. Fucking amazing. To me, I know I'm not going to get a lot of people agree with this, but this is their best album since Defenders of the Faith, I think. Yes, I like it more than Painkiller. This album, every song's a winner. Just, yeah, well, you know what? There is one song I don't like on here, and I bet you a lot of you do. I'm not a big fan of the title track. It's okay, but it kind of sounds like they're just retreading the same waters they've tread before. But man, my favorite on here is No Surrender, but a very close second is Traitor's Gate. But I love this whole album. Lightning Strikes, Evil Never Dies, Never the Hero's Necromancer, which is a weird song to open a show to, but when I last saw them, they opened with Necromancer. Children of the Sun, Guardians, Flamethrower is very 80s sounding Priest. Absolutely love it. This is my favorite album of last year. All right. Now we're going back to something that's not metal. And this is my favorite album from this band. I love Infinity from Journey. This whole album's amazing. This is my favorite lineup. I own all Journey albums before, the 3 before. Like it. Well, pretty much some of it I really love. I love Greg Raleigh. I'm a big fan. But when Steve Perry joined them, that's the Journey I love. From this album to Captured, just amazing stuff. And my favorite Journey songs on here, Winds of Change. Love it. All right, this one's not metal either. Pink Floyd Metal. Love this. One of these days. Probably, I would say, is the first death metal vocals ever recorded, in my opinion. I love Echoes. So long and chill. This is a really cool album, man. Echoes takes up all side 2. But Fearless, Saint-Tropez, Seamus. I love this album. This is probably like my 3rd or 4th favorite Pink Floyd album. Punk rock. Still no metal. Well, there's metal, I'm sure, coming up. Oh, man. Isn't this the first one with Marky Ramone, Road to Ruin? I Want to Be Sedated. So much good stuff on here. Needles and Pins. Great mellow ballady song. And I'm Against It. I don't like Burger King. I don't like anything. I'm against it. I Want to Be Sedated. Go Mental. Questionary. Another amazing ballad. Bad Brain. Whole album. Great stuff. I love the Ramones. I own every Ramones release. Not all on vinyl. Half and half. Hey, not metal either. And I absolutely love this. I discovered this album in Germany. In 1979, I went to go visit my brother in Germany who was stationed in the army. I went with my parents. And there were 3 albums he had there that I would play constantly that I discovered there. Unleashed in the East from Judas Priest. Chic Your Booty from Frank Zappa. And this one. Supertramp, end of the century. My favorite Supertramp song has to be Hide in Your Shell. It's such a beautiful, mellow, but powerful song. I love Asylum, Rudy, School, Crime of the Century. Great, great album. My favorite Supertramp album, though I'm not a big Supertramp fan that I know everything. I have a couple other albums, but this is the one that really grabs me. Jesus, another one that's not metal. Jeez, what's going on here? Probably my favorite Who album, Quadrophenia. Love Rain on Me, I'm the One. Man, The Real Me. Just, I mean, I'm One. Probably my favorite track. No, Rain Over Me is on. Love Rain Over Me is probably my favorite. But I love this whole album, man. Bellboy is wacky. Is It In Your Head? I've Had Enough. The Punk Meets the Godfather. I love this album. This is a great, fantastic, and my favorite Who album. All right, hey, metal. And this is my last one, my last vinyl. I only played a couple CDs, I'll show you now. But this is the last metal vinyl. Rock and Roll from Lemmy and the Boys. And I had them all sign it when I met them in '91. Lemmy, Filthy Animal, Wizzo, who signed it twice. Because Phil Campbell, he went under the name Wizzo at the time. And Wurzel. So 3 people here are no longer with us. Lemmy, Filthy, and Wurzel are no longer with us. Only Phil Campbell's alive from this lineup. I love this album. I feel this album is extremely underrated. It's a great Motorhead album. But you know what? Just about every Motorhead album is underrated. All right. Oh, a DVD. This movie's not that good, but I should bring this to the attention of people because I didn't know about this movie. This is a movie called Bones. That who plays a major role in this movie is Zakk Wylde. And there's a lot of good music. I mean, they got... And there's, popular music, like Guns N' Roses. They got clearance for a lot of big bands. Ozzy's on here, and I can't remember, Scorpions. But it's not a great movie, but it's worth a watch. It's not great acting, but, Zakk Wylde plays this guy's father, and he's in the movie a lot. And I say check it out. I discovered it because a friend told me about it, and I love Zakk Wylde, and I was like, what? So I watched it, and I was like, damn. And there is a little storyline here where the guy, Zakk Wylde plays the guy's father, but he almost had the job playing guitar for Ozzy Osbourne. It's in the movie. Just watch it. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe this is up on YouTube. The whole movie. Bones. Check it out if you're a Zakk Wylde fan. And that's it. I only got 3 more things to show you, and all of them are CDs. This one's called, it's a bootleg. It's called Metallica with Dave Mustaine, which brings some demos like Fight Fire with Fire, Ride the Lightning, Creeping Death, Phantom Lord, Killing Time, Let It Loose, Four Horsemen, Seek and Destroy, and Metal Maniac, which is really metal. God damn it, Metal Militia. Yeah, I think some of these, none of these are actually from No Life to Leather. They're different recordings. And it's really cool, man. And I think that's a picture of Dave Mustaine after he left Metallica. But it's a bootleg, and it sounds good. And it's in that, Metal Music. Metal is the name of the record company. All right. Then we got this one. Monster Magnet, Dopes from Infinity. I dig them. I know a lot of people really love this band. I'm kind of, what and what. I have like 4 of their CDs. This one's my favorite one. I love Negasonic, Teenage Warhead, Blow 'Em Off, King of Mars. Good stuff, man. Good hard rockin'. I don't know how to describe it. It's like rock and roll-y. You guys know Monster Magnet. I know there's a lot of fanatics of this band. I've never seen them live, though. I would like to. But yeah, I can't say I'm the biggest. All right, this is the final thing I listened to this week. Violence, Torture Tactics EP. Listen to the Rock and Metal Combat podcast. We just interviewed Johnny Z a few weeks ago. And he signed them. And then Oppressing the Masses had this track here, Torture Tactics. And they Atlantic refused to release it because they said it was too violent, so he said fuck it. So he took this to Caroline Records and released it. And something I just found out, because the last episode we did of Rock and Metal Combat Podcast was Vio-Lence, the first album, Eternal Nightmare. In my opinion, the greatest thrash album ever made. And Ian brought to my attention, my co-host, that there's a live song on here, Officer Nice Live, which is off of Pressing the Masses, was recorded in Hallandale, Florida. I was at that show. Check this out. It was Vio-Lence opening for Testament. Vio-Lence got the crowd so worked up. I mean, the place went apeshit, a lot of thrashing, that the club got nervous. So they took, they made an announcement, no more moshing, whatever. So then when Testament came out, the moshing started again, and the cops were already there because the club called the cops. Cops came on stage, threw Eric Peterson against the amps. He dropped his guitar. All hell broke loose. There were chairs flying and just people just fuck. It was a full-blown riot. So I told my friend, dude, let's get the fuck out of here. So we get in his car, and right next to the Button South, the club, is the I-95 overpass. And while we're going over the overpass, we saw an army of paddy wagons coming to arrest people, and a couple of my friends got arrested. So I knew to get there at a time. So that's it. That's my currently cranking. So thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I love the feedback I'm getting for currently cranking. Now is the time for me to put all the albums away and start, every time I play something, I put it up on top of my Gene Simmons vault thing there, and I roll the camera. And there will be no radio show tonight, Thursday. I'm recording this on Wednesday. But I'll be back next week. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you all are having a great holiday season. And hallelujah, my leg is cured and I don't have to take pills anymore. Unless it comes back. SHMACKEMAGOB! This video was brought to you by Miami Metal Merchant. For your metal needs and competitive prices, visit MiamiMetalMerchant.com. Tell them Dr. FUKK sent you.